besides being two WWE legends who have faced each other in the past and are now good friends. Stone Cold and Bill Goldberg are two athletes who have taken advantage of their fame to multiply their wealth, currently owning extremely valuable assets. But have you ever wondered which of these fighters has the most luxurious life? In today's video, you'll see a heated battle between Stone Cold and Bill Goldberg. Both athletes live comfortably on large estates in Texas, but who owns the most valuable ranch? Stone Cold, for example, likes to live on ranches. It was speculated that the ranch was featured in the reality TV show Broken Skull Challenge, but it was revealed that it was just a location made to represent the former wrestler's property. His real ranch, called Broken Skull Ranch, was located in Tilden, Texas, boasting many impressive environments and over 2,000 acres of land where alligators even lived in the lake. This place was sold by the former wrestler in 2017, but soon after, he acquired another ranch, this time located to the south in Nevada City, naming it Broken Skull Ranch 2.0. Steve Austin's current property covers a large portion of 40 acres of land and is full of enchanting landscapes, making it the place where he spends most of his time these days. Through his social networks, Steve Austin often shares a little of his routine on the incredible rural property. There is, for example, a large residence for him and his dogs, but little is known about its interior except that it has lots of glass doors and a beautiful wide plank floor. Among the spaces that have been seen are the kitchen with a huge worktop, a living room with cozy sofas, and a garage/shed for him to store his car collection. Outside, there are large fields where the former wrestler grows crops and others where he raises animals such as horses, as well as plenty of land for him to do with as he pleases. The ranch is also home to many species of animal life, such as a brood of chickens, which have their custom-built coop to live in. This place offers everything Steve Austin needs to live very peacefully, and to acquire this property, he had to fork out quite a bit of money. According to the media, the star bought the property for $2.9 million. Meanwhile, Bill lives with his family on an incredible 150-acre ranch, which is situated in the town of Boerne, Texas. Taking a look at old photos of the mansion, you can see that it has a very welcoming classic design, which has probably undergone some updating since it was acquired by the fighter. In total, the main property has more than 9,900 square feet of space and appears to have cozy areas to relax in, such as the living room with a stone fireplace adorned with plaster work. In addition to this, the house has at least 3 more family rooms to gather in throughout its large structure. The kitchen also draws a lot of attention, with a beautiful period chandelier, counters for casual meals, and even a dining area next to another fireplace. The mansion is believed to have a total of 4 bedrooms, each of which overlooks the garden. The master suite, for example, has wooden beams on the ceiling and features a small private sitting area and doors that open onto the outside. The suite also has its own bathroom that exudes elegance, as can be seen in the sophisticated dressing table, the bathtub aligned with a chandelier in the center, or other architectural details. The place also has seating areas near windows that display spectacular views, as well as a large wine cellar, 6 bathrooms, a social area with a casual bar and a games and entertainment room, where there is another bar for get-togethers, and a media room with another fireplace. Outside, he has incredible landscaped grounds with natural beauty, exotic animals, and spaces to do whatever he likes, such as practicing with his firearms collection. There is also a beautiful lake on the property, as well as a leisure patio with a large swimming pool for when the fighter wants to rest from his work routine, which includes a separate spa area. There's also a shaded area with an outdoor kitchen with wooden cabinets, ideal for Goldberg to hold outdoor parties by the pool. In addition to all of this, one of the most famous parts of this property is undoubtedly the garage that the fighter built over 3 years to store his machinery, with himself taking an active part in the construction work. It's a 15,000 square foot custom-built megastructure that is often seen on Goldberg's YouTube channel. The large modern garage is surrounded by an asphalt driveway and has places for natural landscaping, which he says were pulled up by his cows. And to build this mega garage, the wrestler spared no expense. To give you an idea, Goldberg strategically placed 16 doors every 1.5 meters in order to exit from various sides of the megastructure when he needs to with any type of vehicle. The wrestler's garage also has its own car wash. Going inside, you can see that the place has ample open space to house the vehicles and, of course, move around without difficulty. The place is also well lit by sunlight during the day, but it also has LED lights on the ceiling to brighten areas where natural light doesn't reach as intensely. The garage also has an area with cupboards where the fighter stores tools, as well as large equipment such as elevators, so that he can have his vehicles serviced directly on site. But this mega structure isn't just for housing the fighter's cars. That's because, in order to maintain his athletic physique, he decided to build his gym on the top level, with all the equipment he needs. The place is used by him and his family and has 2,900 square feet of interior space. And he also showed a recreation space and a kitchen area, which had not yet been finalized in the project. And just like the part where the vehicles are kept, the gym is also open, something that Goldberg himself highlights as a quality for him. The price of building this incredible garage has not been disclosed, nor has the cost of the property. And although some real estate websites value the property at $3.7 million, surely with all the upgrades Goldberg has made, this place is worth much more than that. And because he has a bigger and more expensive ranch, Bill Goldberg wins this round. Point for him. Both wrestling stars invest large sums in vehicles, but which one owns the best car collection? Stone Cold, for example, has been seen with several cars, such as 2008 Kawasaki KLX 450 for $7,200, Kawasaki Mule SX for $9,000, Kawasaki Brute Force 750 for $11,000, Kawasaki Mule Pro MX for $15,000, 1988 Dodge Ram Charger for $17,000, 1965 Ford F100 for $20,000, Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT for $20,000, Kawasaki Teryx 4 from $21,000, 1959 Ford F100 from $22,000, 1995 Ford Bronco from $23,000, 1996 Chevrolet Suburban for $26,000, Kawasaki Teryx KRX 1000 from $27,000, 2003 Ford Focus from $30,000, 2003 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 from $32,000, 1974 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 from $35,000, Jeep Wrangler 4x4 for $38,000, Buick Special 1955 from $40,000, 1971 Corvette Stingray from $41,000, Ford Fairlane 1964 from $51,000, Chevrolet C10 for $57,000, Ford F-150 for $75,000, Corvette C7 for $79,000, and even a 2016 Range Rover for $87,000. One of the most impressive vehicles that Steve Austin drove, which became his trademark during his fights, was a customized monster truck. This robust machine was seen a few times during wrestling competitions, including being used to crush some other vehicles, such as The Rock's Lincoln Continental. To give you an idea of the price of this car, it is estimated that the former wrestler's vehicle is valued at around $150,000. But the most impressive car he drove was a McLaren 720S, a super sports car made for those who like speed. To give you an idea of its power, the vehicle is equipped with a 720 horsepower V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, reaching a top speed of 211 miles per hour. According to some sources, the former wrestler's incredible car is valued at around $340,000. In addition to all these cars, it is speculated that he once owned other rather impressive vehicles, but they no longer seem to be part of his collection. Bill, he has, for example, a YouTube channel called Goldberg Garage, where he is always seen with vehicles of various models. Among the cars that Bill Goldberg currently has in his garage are 1946 Willys Jeep CJ2A, the first civilian sports utility vehicle in history, valued at $15,000. 2018 Dodge Challenger, a modern machine valued at $40,000. 1959 Chevrolet Biscayne, a classic car costing around $41,000. 1967 Mercury M Series, considered a very rare pickup truck that cost around $50,000. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z/28, a vehicle that has undergone a long period of restoration, valued at $50,000. 1963 Dodge 330 Factory, another rare vehicle that cost an incredible $62,000. 1970 Dodge Coronet R/T, a car that can be purchased for around $66,000. 2020 Dodge Daytona SRT Hellcat, a limited edition car with a V8 Hemi supercharged engine that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds, which is valued at $78,000. 1969 Dodge Charger R/T 4-speed, one of the favorites in his collection, which he points out was his first 4-speed car, priced at $84,000. 2021 Ram TRX First Edition, one of the most modern vehicles in the collection, costing $90,000. 1969 Ram Air 3 Trans Am, an elegant car costing $104,000. 1970 Ford Mustang Super Boss 429 Lawman, a beautiful blue-colored special edition vehicle with a supercharged 1,000 horsepower engine, acquired at an auction for $132,000. 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, a muscle car that costs over $140,000. 1965 Shelby Cobra, a super performance car equipped with a NASCAR engine, which costs around $150,000. And 1973 Super Duty Trans Am, a high-efficiency vehicle that can cost more than $160,000. Going up in price, the wrestler has a 1968 Plymouth 440 GTX, one of the first convertibles Goldberg bought, which has been restored in recent years to meet his requirements. And because it's an extremely rare car, it's speculated that it could cost up to $180,000. He also has a 1969 Dodge Daytona, a revolutionary vehicle that costs $187,000, as well as a 1992 Porsche Turbo 911, a timeless machine valued at $194,000. On his social networks, Goldberg has also shown off a few other vehicles he owns, such as a 1967 Shelby GT500 worth $200,000. And these are just a few of the vehicles he owns, as his garage contains several other cars. Considering the sum of the price of the vehicles, it's Bill Goldberg who wins this round. Wrestlers like Stone Cold and Bill Goldberg love living in states like California, but which of them owns the most expensive real estate in the region? Starting with one of the most luxurious residences he has owned, for example, is a beautiful 17-acre estate located in the Bonsall region in the U.S. state of California. Built in 1997, this charming 4,600 square foot residence is aligned on a mountain, making it even more imposing and unique. Inside, the ranch-style house has many amenities, such as a cozy living room with a TV and fireplace, which is next to a formal dining area with traditional wooden furniture. The chef's kitchen, on the other hand, has a predominance of clean colors, integrating a family room similar to the main one. There's also an office well lit by natural light, an air-conditioned gym for exercising, a billiards room for leisure days, among other things, such as 5 luxurious bathrooms. Taking a look at the property's 4 bedrooms, each has views of the garden. In the case of the master suite, you can see that it is even more spacious than the others, with French windows and its own fireplace for colder days. The master suite also integrates a beautiful bathroom with double sinks, a dark soaking tub, and a glass shower cubicle. Heading outside, the property has a patio for events with a barbecue, and on the level below, there is a beautiful swimming pool, which features a lovely waterfall. There is also a spa area with its own TV, as well as a basketball court. The immense property also has areas for keeping animals, especially horses. It also has many trees that create a great natural environment for hiking, not forgetting that the residence is situated on top of a hill, which offers incredible views of the entire region. Another eye-catcher is undoubtedly the garage designed by Goldberg himself, which has enough space for 20 cars, as he is a great collector of vehicles. Without a doubt, this property is worthy of a great wrestling star. In 1999, Bill Goldberg paid around $1 million to acquire this residence, making it his main home for several years. In 2020, he decided to dispose of the property, selling it for $2.9 million. Steve Austin, on the other hand, once owned a property in Marina del Rey, in the state of California. Built in 1953, the design house has elegant decor and more than 2,700 square feet of living space. Among the property's main spaces are an open layout living room and an 8-person dining area with a glass table, which integrates the custom kitchen with stainless steel appliances and a countertop with seating for casual meals. There is also a family room next to the kitchen that appears to be quite cozy, where there is a TV and a modern fireplace, as well as other living spaces to gather in daily. The The house has a total of 4 bedrooms, including the spacious master suite, with doors opening onto the garden and a lovely bathroom with a solid surface soaking tub. In addition to this, the property also has 2 other updated bathrooms with electric mirrors, and while Steve Austin lived there, he also improvised a gym to train without leaving the house. Outside, the property is situated on an 8,000 square foot lot, which has very green lawns, a landscaped garden, a leisure area with a swimming pool, and plenty of seating areas for entertaining or relaxing outdoors, where the former wrestler has already shared a video of his dog swimming. According to some sources, Steve Austin bought the main property in 2007 for the trifle of $2 million, and in 2017, he acquired a property next door for another $1.49 million. In 2021, he sold the complex for $3.395 million, although other sources report that he only disposed of one of the properties. And because he has invested more money in his properties, Stone Cold wins this round. Both fighters also like to diversify their sources of income, but which of them has the most lucrative businesses? Bill Goldberg, for example. As a host, he has worked on more than 20 episodes of Garage Mahal on the DIY Network, hosted the documentary series Automaniac on the History Channel, and also the reality show Forged in Fire, Knife or Death. In 2014, the athlete also started his own podcast, called Who's Next? With Bill Goldberg, in addition to appearing several times on Unsubscribed podcast. As an actor, Bill Goldberg has appeared in some famous films, such as Universal Soldier, The Return, Santa's Sleigh, and Half Past Dead 2, in addition to having acted in some television series, such as NCIS, Los Angeles. Bill Goldberg has also invested in a career as a writer, having co-written with his brother Steve the autobiography I'm Next, The Strange Journey of America's Most Unlikely Superhero. Currently, social media is also one of the fighter's most important sources of income. He is very active on YouTube on his channel Goldberg Garage, where he has 135,000 subscribers, and also on Instagram, where he is followed by more than 2.7 million people. And he not only takes advantage of his popularity on these networks to promote his personalized products, but also to form partnerships with famous brands such as Dodger, WWE Games, Sports Betting AG, among others. Meanwhile, Steve Austin has several ventures, such as lines of drinks known as Broken Skull American Lager and Broken Skull IPA, in collaboration with the traditional brewing company El Segundo Brewing. Another source of income is merchandise sales. Through the Steve Cold brand, the WWE personality sells products linked to his image, such as t-shirts and other accessories. Over the years, he has decided to invest in his writing career, having already published books such as The Stone Cold Truth. Steve Austin's biggest source of income must surely come from royalties and advertising deals with famous brands, such as the 316 clothing line, the WWE 2K series of games, the Japanese company Kawasaki, among many others. And because we don't know how much they make from each source of income, we'll consider it a draw. As 2 famous WWE wrestlers, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money. But which of them has the biggest accumulated fortune? Goldberg, for example. It is not known exactly how much he earned as an American football player, but in wrestling, his salary increased as he became more famous. To give you an idea of the amounts, during the peak of his career in the ring in the late 90s, he had a contract with AOL Time Warner, WCW's parent company, in which he received $2.5 million annually, which made him one of the highest paid wrestlers at the time. And according to some rumors, this amount reached the ceiling of $3.5 million during his last year of contract in WCW. After joining WWE, it is not known how much he received at the time, but he currently has an exclusive contract that allows him to fight only twice a year in televised matches, which earn him more than $1.6 million. In addition to all this, in 2023, the Wrestling Observer newsletter revealed that Goldberg would have received around $2 million to perform in 4 matches in Saudi Arabia, totaling an incredible income of $8 million in a short space of time. In addition to earning huge sums directly as a wrestler, Bill Goldberg is a very lucrative personality who has exclusive WWE merchandise bearing his name and receives good profits from this merchandise. Now considering the wrestler's other sources of income, his income increases considerably. It is speculated, for example, that he received more than $8.9 million for 6 of his films. And although it is not known exactly how much Goldberg's fortune is, some sources speculate that he currently has a net worth of $16 million. Stone Cold, on the other hand, is not far behind. He was, for example, one of the most influential competitors of the Attitude Era, starring in major fights that earned him high incomes. Although it is not known how much Steve Austin earned per year from wrestling competitions, some rumors suggest that he earned between $5 and $12 million between 1999 and 2003. However, he didn't stop raking in the big bucks after retiring in 2003. That's because although he has left the ring, Steve Austin is still a wrestling star, always involved in competitions and perpetuating his legacy. To give you an idea of how much he makes, in 2021 alone, Sports Rush reported that he and WWE pocketed $3.66 million from merchandise sales. Added to his other sources of income, his turnover is even higher. It's speculated that with all his jobs combined, including brand endorsements, the star now earns around $3 million a year. Although no one knows for sure what Steve Austin's fortune is, some sources estimate that the former wrestler's net worth today, after all taxes have been deducted, is $30 million. But the figure is likely to be higher. And because he has a higher estimated fortune, Stone Cold wins this final round. At the end of this fight, we have 3 points for Bill Goldberg against 3 points for Stone Cold, making it a draw. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.